Hi everyone, welcome back to Dance Geek. My name's Claire and I am a geek about a lot of things in life, but mostly about dance. So in today's Dance Geek video, we are going to make a ballet bar. This is something I have wanted to do since I started Dance Geek. I had an at-home ballet bar when I was a kid because I was very lucky. My grandfather made one for me out of a ship mast of all things. My mum's family are all sailors, I was not. And yeah, he made it out of a mast for the top bit. But today we're gonna make one out of PVC pipe. Now, as I said, I've been wanting to do this for so long. I just think it's a great idea to make one yourself. You can buy at-home portable bars. They're easy to buy. Nowadays anyway, they're easy to buy, but they are a little bit costly. But if you are not into DIY, there are some links in the description below of some really good sources where you can buy a ballet bar. I don't know what I'm doing. Cool. All right, I cannot explain to you how easy this was. The hardest part of doing this ballet bar was converting the inches of the diagram I used, converting inches to centimeters because I live in Australia and we're on the metric system. The video that I followed for this, I will link that below. And this was one of my favorite things of doing this whole DIY, was discovering Ballerina Badass. She is so cool, I love her. This was her design that I used. Now, what you will need to do this is 2 3-meter lengths, so 6 meters in total, 2 3-meter lengths of PVC pipe. Now I chose the 40mm diameter, and I will show you what I mean. Focus. Diameter, obviously, of a circle is this part here, and I basically just picked it up in the shop in Bunnings and just went, yep, that's it, that feels good. There were 2 types, so two different qualities of PVC pipe that they had there. I'm sure you could also do this with steel pipe. It would look so bomb. Oh, so steampunk, I'd love it. But this is much cheaper. This is not 3 meters. 2 lengths of 40mm is what I used. If you wanted thicker, there is a 50mm. If you wanted a slightly thinner bar, there is a 32mm one. That's at least what was available at. Okay, so my camera overheated, so I had to stop, and then the lighting changed because the weather is horrible here. Look, it's a long story, but that's why my hair has slightly changed. Anyway, who cares, Claire? So go to Bunnings, get your 2 3-meter lengths of 40mm, or your preference, of PVC pipe. There is thunder, and I am using a new microphone, so I am assuming it is good enough that it's going to pick it up. We have a storm coming in. It's been 30-something degrees all day. It's just, Melbourne is nuts weather-wise. At the best of times, today. Anyway, keep going, Claire. Right, so you're getting the 2 3-meter lengths from Bunnings. No, my phone is not getting warm. Look. You will also need 6 of these. They're called elbows. I didn't know that, but anyway, they're elbows. And they will be they should be located like right next to wherever the pipes are. So there's all plumbing stuff. It's all in the same aisle. Yeah, so 6 of these. You got to make sure that they're the right diameter to fit your pipe, but you can always just grab your pipe in the store and check. Just shove it on in. Yes, that fits. These are 90-degree elbows, so make sure you get the 90-degree ones. Apparently there are 45-degree ones as well. Make sure they're 90 degrees. All of this stuff is on the little labels at Bunnings where it says the price. It'll have all of that info on the label as well. And then you need 4 of these T connectors. And make sure again that it is the 40mm or whatever diameter you need to match the pipe that you got. Now that's all you need to buy. You could put little casters on it, you could buy paint and paint it and all that sort of stuff, but with this design you do not actually need anything else. If you are going to cut the pipe yourself, you will need a handsaw or something like that. But one of the wonderful things about Bunnings is that they have a complimentary cutting service where they will do it for you. This was the first time I used this service, and whilst it was great to have it done, the guy did tell me it wouldn't be massively accurate. What I think he meant was it wouldn't be accurate at all. That's my son. What are you doing peeking through my backdrop? Yes, so he meant, I was assuming when he said it won't be, really, really accurate, that he might be out by a couple of millimeters. No, he was out a lot. So it's like 2 days later. I couldn't film yesterday, or I couldn't film the first day anymore because my camera kept overheating because of the heat. Then I couldn't film yesterday because it was storming all day. But climate change isn't real. Anyway, a little bit political there for a moment. So, day 3, it will not take you 3 days to build this bar. It'll take you like an hour. But if you live in Melbourne and you're trying to film it, it'll take longer. All right, so I've got all of my bits and pieces. I also have headphones. I've got all of my bits and pieces. Now, all of the small pieces, what were they, 22.5 centimeter pieces of pipe, and all the connectors and all of the T bits and all of that fit into here. And then I've got my medium length ones here, and my long ones here. So the long ones are going to form the bar. So I've decided to do the top and a lower level bar. I don't really need the lower level bar, but the lower level bar is really good for home use to do a lower line of stretching, for example. So that's why I chose to do it. And then it occurred to me that my 3-year-old Charlie is starting dancing this year, so having a lower one, probably a good idea as well. I also love the idea of having the 2 and getting all Darth Maul. Stop it, Claire. Anyway, okay, so I've actually built this in the last couple of days. I've built it twice and taken it down just because I wanted to see, does it come down easily? It doesn't come down easy when you put the pieces together really tight, so that's a good thing. But it still breaks apart, so it can be fully portable. You can definitely glue the pieces together if you want to. I've opted not to glue them together for 2 reasons. One, because I want the whole thing to be able to come down completely, and 2, because I'm lazy and it takes extra effort in that to glue them together, so I just can't be bothered. So putting them together, so you'll see here, if I put that in, boom, it feels like that's the end of it, and it stays, and it comes out really easily. You don't actually want it to come out that easy. When I found that I just did it like that and push, once the bar was all together, it felt a bit flimsy and unstable. So, and I was like, oh, this might not be a good thing. But when I redid it, what I did was I twisted the pieces in. Okay, so really push. And then you could use a mallet for this next bit, but easy. You just bang it against the ground and really get it in there firmly. Don't be dirty. Okay, so these are forming your legs. Sorry, not the legs, your feet. Okay, so twist and push, bang, bang, bang. So you have a small piece and a small piece on a T connector with the empty bit of the T up that way. You're then getting you're getting 2 elbows. Boom. Now I'm not going to actually really force these on just yet because you need these elbow pieces to be in the right spot. That is very much the wrong spot. The elbow pieces are going to form the bit that actually connects to the ground, so you need to be able to move them around for a bit first. So this one's completely the wrong way. Okay, so what you want to do is put these on sort of lightly and then lay it on the floor And if you can see here, this one's not level to the ground, but this one is. So what I did was I just went push one level to the floor, and then the other one, just move it until that is also level to the floor. Okay, so now they're level. This dude in the middle, you want that to go straight up, which it pretty much is. Okay, so now that these are in the right spot, then grab the centerpiece, grab your T connector, give him a little bash. Give him a little bash, go back to here, and we level. This is the only part that I found to be a little bit flimsy, is this connector in the middle. So you just want to make sure you spend some extra time bashing these bits together. And the pipe's really sturdy, so it can handle all of that. All right, so that's one of your feet. The legs are the medium sections. So you pop him in, that's going to be, now you can start to see that this is looking more like a ballet bar. To get this one to pop in properly, I put it this way, like a bit of a jackhammer, get that in sturdy. And look, it stands up. Yay! With what?
Anything.
Oh, no, we're good. Okay. So the next section is going to be a T connector. Pop your T connector in there and make sure it's looking like it's going. You don't have to be exactly right. You could get a level or, I don't know, something technical, but that will be your lower level ballet bar. Okay, so we've got him in place. Why did I gender it male? All right, you then grab another section of piping. Now, because if your Bunnings worker bee, like my Bunnings worker bee, had a very interesting idea of measurement, just make sure that these leg bits here are the ones that are roughly the same as each other. So what I mean by that is, when you saw in my photo, and I'll insert that back in here, how my 6 pieces of small ones weren't all the same size, just find 2 small pieces that are the same size as each other and use one of them on one side of the leg and the other on the other side, so that then you know that at least the legs are going to be the same size. That's the only thing that's super important, that you get the measurements fairly accurate on, is the height on both sides, otherwise your bar is going to be lopsided. The feet don't have to be exactly the same length as each other, okay? That's not a huge priority. So you're putting this one in here, then we're getting another elbow, popping that in the top, give it a push down. As you can see, if we go this way, down there at that T connector, remember I said that's the most unstable part? You can see it moving, all right? So you just might every now and again want to make sure you're giving that an extra bash in. Or if you've got a little bit of extra cash to spend, and I might do this as an upgrade at some point, but I'd probably make this foot a metal component, so get exactly the same measurements but in metal if they're available. Just an idea. Anyway, that's one side of the bar done. My husband asked if I needed help before, and I'm like, no, I need help because this was a piece that I didn't fully disconnect from before. I can't get this thing to come off, which is a good sign. It's a good sign that Claire's insert, twist, bash method works for this, but I have no upper body strength and arthritis, so oh, look.
Why'd you bash it?
Because I want it to stay in firmly. See, my big strong firefighter can't even get it to come off easily. That's a good sign. Thank you.
It's okay. Have fun.
And now this is an unstable ground as well because it's tiles, or what are these called? Bricks. This is definitely not a pro level ballet bar. You do not want to be hanging off of this. You don't want to be hanging off any ballet bar, but for an at-home ballet bar, this is awesome. You can do everything you need to do. If you're old and sore like me and can't get your leg up to the top bar, that's what the bottom bar is for. I feel like I can stretch here in my Ravenclaw boots without killing myself. All that movement, I didn't do any of the bash, bash, bash on this side. I only did it on here, and all of that wibble wobble is coming from that side. And that tweeting noise is coming from the birds. Shush! Nature, what can you do? But other things you could do with this is paint it. I will at some point paint this, and by I will paint it, I mean I will get Kiara to paint it for me because she is my friend who is actually good at arty things, and I would love this to look all metallic, steampunk, industrial. But like this is pretty cool. I'm really, really, really happy with this. Big shout out to Ballerina Badass, who is just awesome. Georgia, I love your channel. Please start uploading videos again soon because you're amazing. Go and check out her channel. I've left a PDF of the metric version of this design in the description box below. And if you do make this, can you please tag me? Oh, I'm jumping up and down like a child. Yeah, if you do make this, can you please tag me on social media at Dance Geek, and show me pictures of you using your bars, or if you're making this for your child, show me a picture of them using it. And remember, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before, but just remember that you can change the height of this. You just have to adapt those measurements that I've put in there. So I made mine, this piece here was 66.5 centimeters, I think. If you want to make it a smaller bar, I'd recommend that you make this piece shorter. So your medium piece, just make that shorter. Don't make your small parts shorter because they're already quite small. Go for this one, it'll be easier to work with. If you want it wider this way, go wider this way. I had a fair bit, enough extra pieces from the 2-3 meter lengths of pipe that you could quite easily adapt this size-wise to make it bigger or smaller. And yeah, it's a really inexpensive piece. At the point of filming, I've just realized that I didn't actually add up exactly how much it came to. It was absolutely under $100, and I will insert the grand total here. As always, I hope you found this useful. Please, please, please help me out, help my channel out by sharing this video. I really want to build my views, not so subscriber count. Yeah, that'd be great. If you liked it, subscribe. But I really want to get the views up because I really want to get this information out to people. That's the whole point of me starting this channel, is to help the dance community by giving you more knowledge that you may not otherwise have. Yeah, so please share this video with other people that might like it, and if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, then you will get updates of when I upload videos. I'm trying to do every Tuesday for Tip Tuesday, but hey, I'm a freelance dance teacher, an adjudicator, and a mum to 2 kids. I'm very busy and I can't stick to a normal schedule because nothing in my life is a normal anything. So hit the notification bell and you'll actually get notified of when I update. And that'll be helpful too. All right, so yeah, see you later guys. I'm just babbling now. See you later.